us, Kaz, One Half of Culture Content. We got something special for y'all today. We here at the great establishment by the homie L.U.'s Finest, Jamie Younger, owner of Young's Bar and BJ Event Center. Jamie, we got a special guest. I want you to introduce him, and we get started from there.
Yeah, we got a special guest today. One of my idols here, in the, you know what I'm saying, Mr. Jimmy Lunsford, originally from Weirton, West Virginia. He's been a pioneer in this bar game in Pittsburgh. I don't know how many bars this guy's done owned, but he's owned bars. He might have owned 10 bars in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
And me being a bar owner, I just wanted to pay homage and get this man, this legend, that before any of this stuff, microphone, podcast stuff came out, this man was putting in the work, blazing the trail for guys like me and my brother to be able to have this establishment and serve our community. And I just wanted to introduce everybody to Mr. Jimmy Lunsford.
Let's get it.
How you doing, Mr. Lunsford?
I'm doing very well, Mr. Yeah.
How old are you, Mr. Lunsford?
97 years old.
God bless.
Wow, man. God bless you, Mr. Lunsford.
bless.
God bless you. And you was born where?
Weirton, West Virginia.
And what brought you to Pittsburgh?
My mother passed away. And my dad brought me here to live with his sister.
Okay, all
And
right.
I went to Daniel Webster School.
And where was Daniel Webster School at? Where
near-
was it at?
Near Clark Candy Company.
Okay,
The the Steelers started their team up that area.
okay, down. So that was the ward.
Yes, the ward, that's right.
So when you landed here, you came to the ward. You lived down in the ward.
Yes.
Okay.
Shore Avenue.
Okay.
What's the ward?
So
Yeah,
the ward
yeah,
is
yeah.
you know where the West End Bridge is at now?
Yeah.
All under there was a neighborhood. Like
Yeah.
that was
Wow.
all a neighborhood,
Yeah.
like by the river, like down there where the North Shore and all that is
Yeah,
at.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the ward.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yep. That was all houses, all down there, Lower Federal Street, all that up. That was the community, and that's where I want to say that's where the Roonies was at. Was the Roonies down in the
Yeah,
ward?
yes, yes.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Roonies was down in the ward.
Yeah.
So you knew like Gus Greenlee and all them?
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Excellent.
So
Pittsburgh.
Gus Greenlee owned which team did he own?
He had the Pirates was down there too.
He owned the Crawfords or the Grays?
The Crawford, yeah.
He owned the Crawfords.
Yeah.
Now, if y'all don't know that, that's a
Yeah,
Negro League
Cause-
baseball team.
Yeah.
Gus Greenlee, yeah.
Wow. So you knew them guys?
Yes, I did. I
Wow.
was raised up with him.
Wow.
Legend. Legend.
Yeah, you definitely a legend, Mr. Lunsford.
Because Ridge Avenue was all the rich people lived up there.
Okay.
Ridge Avenue.
Yeah, Ridge Avenue by CCAC, so that's where the rich people were at?
Yeah. CCAC wasn't there then. Monument Hill was there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Monument Hill.
Yeah, they lived in tents and shelters and stuff, people up there back in the days. It was like during the Depression coming up. Yeah.
Wow. So how old were you when you moved here, when your mom passed away?
Oh, about 6 or 7 years old.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you've been here all your life then?
Yeah, I
was
drove
raised in
back and
Pittsburgh.
forth though. Weirton's only about an hour drive. 'Cause I had a bar in Weirton too.
So your first bar was in where?
Yes.
Okay, what was the name of that bar?
Oh, Jim's Monterey.
Jim's
Jim
Monterey.
Ray Monterey.
Yeah.
Keep it classic.
Got
Yes,
you.
sir.
Got you.
Yeah.
So I see you have a lot of, you got your aviation jacket on, Army jacket, Army hat. I want you to talk to us a little bit about your childhood and basically like what brought you to the war. You say you were off of camera. We spoke and you say you was a World War II vet, a Korean War vet. I want you to get into that a little bit. Tell us about you said they came to the schools or like how did you get drafted? Talk to us a little bit about that.
Well, I couldn't find a job back in those days. So I jacked my age up all Oliver High School. And they drafted me. Oliver High School had a draft board.
Oliver High School,
Yeah, Oliver High School had a draft board back in those days. 1945.
1945.
Yeah. So what we did, we got draft board. They didn't even check my ID or nothing.
Wow.
My birth certificate, not like that. They just, they conned me and signed up for 3 years regular Army after they drafted me. Said, we're gonna give you $300.
For
If you
3 years.
sign for 3 years, we give you $300.
Talk about a 360 deal.
So 4 or 5 of us signed up for it. We went to Camp Lee, Virginia, for basic training. And out of Virginia, sent to Fort Campbell, Kentucky for airborne infantry. And from there back to New Jersey, from New Jersey over to France. We landed in France. The war just ending in 1945. So they sent us up on a train to Germany for occupation. 'Cause, you know, and we was in the occupation troops for 1948. So in 48, I came back to this country. I got out. But I was signed up for the regular army. I was going to do 21 years and retire. That was good for me.
Right.
But where did we go? Oh, we had come into what's at the Reserve Center here. And the Korean War started in 1950. They sent us straight to California. From California, they sent us to Japan. And from Japan to Korea for 2 years.
Wow.
1952, I got out of Korea, came back here, and as you guys forget those 7 years, too many little wars are popping up all over the world. And I had enough. I've been lucky.
Yeah.
So I got out and started going in the bar business.
So you went straight into the bar business.
Yes.
Wow.
We're in West Virginia. My
Where
aunt passed away, her and my uncle had it. They
Okay.
passed away, so I took it over.
Start doing your thing.
Yes. So I started driving Pittsburgh to Weirton, West Virginia every evening, come back at night. It's only about an hour's drive if you drive proper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Wow. Then you start. When did you get your first bar in Pittsburgh?
oh, my first bar, I'm trying to remember. Oh, McKee's Rocks, I got the first bar.
Nice.
I was going to this man's bar, an Italian man, because I worked at Federal now when I was 16, making pots and pans. So we stop in this white man's bar right on the main street. You come in the back door from Federal Enamel. And he had roaches running his bar. He had 2 or 3 bottles on there. The beer cooler didn't work. You want a cold beer, send across the street to the hotel.
Oh, wow.
Get a cold beer and bring it back. So he kept asking me to be his partner. I said, no, man, I'm going to be a partner. I said, what I'll do, I'll buy this company. So I went to David Lippman. I sold my car, automobile,
Okay.
to get the money to buy the bar. So they financed me the rest of the money, David Lippman. And he had real estate attorneys. I had real estate attorneys. He had any kind of attorney you want work for him. I could walk in his office anytime. I don't need no appointment. So that started me off. And then every time they had a bar empty, they would call me up because I'm paying good and I'm running proper. No fines, no nothing.
Nice.
So Mr. Lippman was like a broker of bars. So when a bar would close down or a felon bar, someone wanted to sell their bar, they would come get Mr. Lunsford.
Yes.
So you was the what that dude called, the bar rescue person.
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
If somebody passed away or got old, retired, they'd call me, take over.
How many bars did you own at one time? I said, I know you had this one, you sold it or whatever. How many bars did you have under your control at one time?
I think about 10.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they would call me up and say, Jim, they call me Jim, my nickname, because there was 5 Robert Lunsford.
Okay.
My dad, one of my sons was Robert Lunsford, and the other was James Robert Lunsford, so it was 5 of them, so everybody used my middle name most of the time,
Okay.
James Lunsford.
Got you. Wow, man. That's amazing to have that much responsibility and to be able to have it all running and clicking at the same time, man. At the same time, and you said you was by yourself, huh?
Yeah, by myself. I had some ladies help me.
You love the ladies, huh?
Ladies help me. Well, they helped me.
You love the ladies or the ladies love you?
Or a little bit of both.
Yeah, oh, yeah, both.
There you go.
This one lady got to be Attorney General. Yeah, we were going.
Is that right?
Nice. So I have a basically from the timeline of this, you think about you was running all these bars from the 50s, 60s, in Pittsburgh. Like, and you know, it's no secret that Western Pennsylvania has some racist past, and even to this day, it's kind of what it is, right? So, as a black man during the 50s and 60s and 70s, how was it like they was able to obviously able to trust you to make these bars pop? So
Yes.
how was the racism part? Like, did you deal with a lot of racism during that time?
No, because I got respected by a lot of people.
Nice.
You know, even what's the guy name come and see you?
Jake Wheatley.
Yeah, Wheatley.
Yeah,
Wheatley. Yeah. I got to be friends with a lot of politicians. Politicians rule a lot of things. A lot of the policemen respected me. I used to go to the centers with me and the chief of police in McKees Rocks, which on the hill next to me. I was bigger. And I did a lot of stuff with good people. There's good people and bad people in every race.
Of course.
So I run mostly good people. Because I avoid the bad people.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. I mean, because I look at it like at that time, I mean, a lot of stuff was happening. And you was able to kind of get away from the whack stuff, the stuff that wasn't, you know, pushing us past as a race. And you was able to do a lot of business with people. That's why it's important to have good relationships, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Have lasting good relationships with people because, you know what I mean, you trying to jimmy somebody out some money or do something like that, that can hurt your chances in the future for anybody you work with. And being that you was able to broker a lot of these deals and have excellent relationship with politicians and council members and attorneys, that helped you a lot with business.
Well, some politicians are.
Of course.
There was a black woman against me at the city council. There was a politician, a judge or somebody moved on my street by my bar, Monterey Street. Up in
Okay.
Canada.
Yeah, I remember that judge.
She moved in there because I bought.
Oh yeah, I remember her, the white lady.
Yeah, right across the street used to be a store there.
Yep.
And my, let's see, what did I do there?
That's when Tanya Payne was the council person and this lady was the judge that lived down there. Dang,
Yeah.
I can't call her name.
And she didn't want no bar on her street. Now, I've been there 10 years.
And she just moved over there and said, I don't want nothing over here.
I remember that.
And Jake Wheatley come over to see about me. They said there was a crack in my sidewalk in front of my bar. And me and Wheatley walked the whole street. There's cracks, sidewalks up and down the street all over. But they're gonna pick on me. They didn't want no black bar there.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, they was just trying to find a little thing to try to get you out, you know what I mean? But you've been doing business for them for so long.
Yes.
It's like you can't even really deny the excellent contributions you've been making and this, that, and the third.
That lady was a street first. I remember her.
Oh yeah, she was, yeah.
I remember her.
Yeah. Because I had the American Legion, I've been a vet American Legion 50 years. On Jefferson Street, we had the first American Legion. I got the deeds now in my file of that property on Jefferson Street, West Jefferson. And what they did, they came in the middle of the night and burnt the place down.
Oh, wow.
Put a ladder up in the second floor into a room that I had for chemicals and stuff. Set the place on fire in the middle of the night to get me out of there. So we negotiated with the Legion around the corner here on Woods Run Avenue by the liquor store.
On Brighton Road, yeah.
Brighton Road, yeah. They were getting old. There were 2 or 3 vets left around there. So we negotiated with them. They finally turned us loose to have it.
So
Because-
basically, somebody hating came in, burned your place down.
Yes. So we negotiated around the corner there. We got approval for that because you can't buy the Legion, man. You can't buy no American Legion. You have to get voted in. See, all the white officers came over on Jefferson Street and nominated me. I got a letter from Congress appointing me head man there.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Wow, man. Mr. Lunsford, if I'm not mistaken, you said you got 20 kids?
That's what they say on the computer.
That's what they say on the computer?
They have 20 kids. I'm supposed to be the daddy.
You supposed to be their daddy?
Yeah. And I took care of all my kids.
Oh, I know you did. I know you did.
Yeah.
Now that I do know.
Well,
Father. It's always good to hear, like, obviously, if you're new to the show, welcome. But at the same time, you know, me and the partner, we both from New York, Harlem, and you know,
Yes.
moved to Pittsburgh, and we here, and it's always a pleasure and always great to hear about the rich history in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm a historian myself. I love hearing about, you know, how this neighborhood was before and, you know, how it is now and, you know, how new companies come in and, you know, could be changed for the good or for the bad. You know what I mean? But I just like
Yes.
hearing that because it just give you a sense of how things were before and, you know, how things could be in the future. So it's always a pleasure to hear how things are. So we definitely definitely appreciate you here on the show. But what is one thing that you say through your time in business that you probably could have changed, or what is something that you know you wish you would have did a little different, if anything?
Oh, that's hard to say. I fought and argued with a lot of politicians, and even in McKees Rocks, I was on the main street. And they kept asking us to move the club. We had a club, athletic club, on Bouquet Street. And it was hard to argue with them. But I was meeting with the Association of White People. They invited me in for coffee and wanted to talk to me. We talked. And they didn't want no bars on the main street where I was. But Robert Woolley started out McKees Rocks.
Never knew that.
Robert
Never
Woolley.
knew that. That was-
They started out McKees Rocks.
Never knew that.
Because the guy grabbed me, okay, see,
Yeah.
they grabbed me down Woolies out there, I started grabbing me some black bags. But this guy was hugging me. He's from the Rocks, one of the clubs. But I didn't have too much problem. Because I'd go to my attorneys for them. My attorneys had me covered with
Your
everything.
attorneys were sharks.
Oh,
They make
no.
sure business was done properly.
Yes,
That's good.
yes,
It's always good to have a good team.
yes, yes.
Okay. So, what was the heyday of the time you was doing the bars? Like, tell me the time where it was like, oh, this is popping. You know, that's what us new generations say. What was the heyday?
Like, yeah, what was the heyday? Was it the 70s? Was it the disco era? Like, what was the heyday when you made most of your money? Was it in the 90s, in the gang era? Was it, you know, when did you make the bulk of your, like, when did you, like, yes, this is it?
Well, when I bought that bar on East Street, it was all white down there.
Okay.
And I named it after my wife, 709 East Street. Yeah.
What year was this?
Let's see here. I got it right here somewhere.
My man got the paperwork. That means he ain't lying. Take it out.
Okay, See, Fran, 709 East Street.
Yeah.
I named after my wife.
Okay. Okay.
And I told the white manager there that she would stay there, I would keep the bar. And the white manager took over her kids, used drugs and stuff, started messing up. So I got out of it.
You got out of it?
Yeah. That was back in,
95.
yeah.
Wow, 90s.
Yeah,
95.
90s, yeah, 90s.
How was it owning a bar during the era like Martin Luther King and the riots and stuff?
Oh, I didn't have any problem.
You had no problem?
No problem there.
Was that a lot? Was that a big thing out here?
Oh, yes.
The riots was big out
Oh,
here?
yes. Yes. Yes.
Talk to us about that. Like, was there, because you think of riots happening, but when I think of riots, I'm thinking like people burning people's businesses down, and you know what I mean? Since you're a successful black man, they probably could have wanted to target you, but obviously you didn't have no problems.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
So where was you at that time? Like can you remember the exact moment you was at when Martin Luther King got assassinated and when the riots started? Can you remember like that time in your life? Like what was going on at that time?
Well, like I told you, Jamie, I lived all over Pittsburgh. I lived in Dormont, Mount Washington, all over. I lived in East Liberty, Homewood. I lived all over. But I didn't come in contact with it too much.
Yeah.
So how was the city at the time? So the riots hit the city of Pittsburgh. What part of the city did the riots happen in?
Yeah. What part was affected the most?
I think the Hill
The
District.
Hill District? That's
The Hill
yeah.
District.
So they rioted in the Hill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's
the Hill District. Yeah, 'cause a lot of friends of mine had bars up there.
Now, did their bars survive it? Did their bars get burnt down, or did
Some of them got burned down. Cause I helped Willie Todd open his bar.
you helped Willie Todd open his bar?
Oh yeah, I got papers on that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's Willie Todd?
Todd's was like a famous bar, like on the corner of Center and Kirkpatrick.
Yes.
Was that the original location? Center
Yeah,
and Kirkpatrick?
and me and the dude in Lawrenceville, Nats.
Nats, okay.
Me and Nats drove yellow cab
Oh, okay.
to the airport and back. We drove yellow cabs. He did and I did too.
So for context, Nats is Arts now.
Oh, my God. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Context,
yeah,
that's a fact.
Yeah, his brother.
Yeah, Art was his brother. Art
Yeah.
was Nat's brother.
Yes. Cause I trained Terry, that girl, for business school, so she went to work with Nat.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because our grandparents went to Nats. Like it
Was that the same location or?
same location?
So it's always been there.
Well, we used to go to Nat. Nat had a speakeasy in the alley by that bar. It was a white bar, colonial bar. Nat had a speakeasy. We used to go there, close our bar, and go to his niece speakeasy at night. That's how I first met him. Then when the bar got open, he bought it. He purchased that bar. Him and Nat, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when did the bar go from Nats to Arts?
Oh, I can't remember that.
Yeah, that might
You
have
remember
been
that,
in the 90s. That might have been in the 90s. It was definitely in the 90s, maybe early 2000. Like, definitely the 90s, though, early 2000, that Mr. Nat sold it to his brother, Mr. Art. And I think now Mr. Art's son or daughter got it. His daughter got it now or something. So that's been... When do you think Nat's open? Was that the 50s?
It had to be.
Had to be?
It had to be. Because his daughter opened the bar right down by the bridge here.
I
for-
remember that.
For a short
Cookies.
period of time.
Yeah, Cookies, yeah.
Right down the street from him, a couple of blocks.
So that had to open like the 50s or 60s when y'all was driving cabs.
Yes.
Wow. It's funny now you say it. Now I think about it, like, obviously, everybody been in arts, but like, I think it's something outside of arts or in the top, I see Nats Arts or something like that.
Yeah.
So like, when you say that word, I never knew that. So now that stuff comes home now because I'm like, oh, I'd seen that before.
Okay, yeah, it was nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because most people of a certain age now don't even know that Arts was Nats. You know what I'm saying? It's the same, you know, and Mr. Jim drove cabs with Mr.
Yeah, I
Nat.
drove cabs with him. Yeah, we drove cabs to the airport and different places. And I belonged to the Workmen's Club in Homestead. I got into that. Mr. Walker was a rich man. We called him a millionaire. Roy Walker.
Okay.
You remember him?
I heard of that name.
Oh, yeah, he was a rich man.
Now, I got a question for both of y'all. What area, because I seen areas change over here since I've been here. I've been here since 2013. What area changed the most in Pittsburgh in y'all lifetimes? What area changed the most, you think? Anyone, both of y'all can answer that. Because I know definitely some changes from you, Mr. Lunsford, to you, Jamie. So what area changed the most?
What neighborhood changed the most in your 97 years? All of them, probably.
Yeah, because I moved from North Side. I lived in the Rock. Like I said, I moved so many places.
Yeah.
Because I got married twice. And I don't want to get my wife out of town, out the outskirts. I don't want to live in town no more, so.
Yeah, a lot of the areas done changed. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you used to live down here in Woods Run. Did you?
Yes, I told you over the
Down by the
table.
penitentiary.
And when
Oh,
I was
wow.
a kid,
The old one. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was down here in by the prison.
Yeah.
Me and Dr. Wimpy Coachman.
Wow, that's where they had that's where y'all learned to swim at and stuff down there. That's where they had the pool and that down there.
That's right. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So I know a young lady. She's passed away now. She told me, and I don't know if you can remember these times, but she told me there was a time down here where the creek ran through here. There was a creek that ran through here, and the horses would come drink out of the creek down here. You
No, I don't
remember that?
No, I
Okay.
don't remember. I think I was going to service then.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Wow, man. This that's big, man. Just that you've been around and seen all this
I'm
all this
blessed.
time, and you've helped
I'm blessed.
other people own bars and stuff.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. During your time as a bar owner, did y'all have some sort of like tavern association or black tavern association where y'all
No.
met as bar owners or anything?
Well, we had the Workmen's Club
Oh, that's-
from Homestead, yeah.
The Workmen's Club,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
So that was a group of bar owners?
yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So y'all just named it something else.
yes.
And so what did y'all? So like in Pittsburgh, there's like in Pittsburgh now, there's bars that like are affiliated with each other. They do round robins and things, but there's no.
We did round. We had a bus run from bar to bar back in the day.
Wow.
Got a bus.
We had a bus.
You
that
get lit
pick
a
up-
couple places.
Yeah, yeah. Each Monday we'd be at this bar. Next Monday your bar. Next Monday bar. We had a bus run, take it, pick it.
So the bus would take the people.
Yes,
Wow, that's
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
That keeps people safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because you driving and you know how that go.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You want to be safe. You want to have fun, but you also want to be safe.
So,
Yes.
so how did the Workmen's Club work? Like, what was the Workmen's Club?
well, whatever had problem with your bar or whatever happened, we report and they'd handle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all kind of stuck together. So if you was having a problem at your bar, y'all would band together.
Yeah, because we had like a special night that you could drink at each bar,
Okay.
you know. So it'd be like quarter night and all that stuff back in those days.
Do y'all have anything like that now, Jamie?
I mean, it's some bars do, like you'll have 4 bars get together and do a round robin, but there's no big like citywide like
No.
organization like a workman's
Like a workman's club they had back
where it's
then,
like
yeah.
we can come and say, hey, I'm having problems with this, and the workman's club or send a representative to say, hey, you know, one of our members is having a problem. You know, it's strength in numbers.
Yeah,
right?
right.
So,
Yes, yes.
so if it's just something that happens here and I'm complaining, this is like, oh, forget him. But
Yeah, that's right.
if it's something happened here and you got 20 people signing a letter saying we don't like the treatment, then you kind of got to approach things different.
Yes.
Interesting. I think that would be something excellent to, like, I mean, the thing about it is everybody kind of out for themselves, right? You know what I mean? So, like you said, Jamie, it's strength in numbers, and it definitely takes a village. And, like, you know what I mean? For you to have your establishment, you needed people. You know what I'm saying? You got your crew, but at the same time, you need good people. You need good patrons, and you know what I mean? Like, I've been here a lot of times, and I ain't never had no problem here. You know what I mean? And that's the stuff you want to keep inside the community. You want to keep it in your establishment. So I think that'd be a good idea to, you know, start something like that now. You know what I mean? A representative or however y'all gonna do it.
Yeah,
Because you
that's
got to
big.
keep it. You know what I mean? Because there's a few bars in this area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm sure you cool with, you know.
Yeah, I'm cool with everybody in this area for
Yeah,
sure.
you know what I mean? So like, that would be, you know, just throw it out there. You know, something excellent to do. You know what I mean? But we could all keep the dollar in our community if we doing everything and playing everything the right way and organize it the way you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Stuff could be, you know, because the way things going, you know, we got to keep things a little different.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely do, man. Dag, man.
Yes.
For real.
Dag, Mr. Lunsford, man, you done dropped some knowledge today. You done dropped some knowledge
Well,
today, man.
Half of it I can't remember, but I'm saying,
Hey.
unless we talk about it.
You earned that right not to remember.
No, you did.
Oh,
Heard
yeah,
that.
see, but I never had any problem. I met good people, and I deal with people all over the city. They're jealous everywhere you go.
True.
Like in Bell Sugar, Climax Street. One of my kids' daughter was trying to get an apartment over there. When I met the owner, he said, "Oh, you got the bar around the corner, Climax?" I said, "Yeah, I got the bar around there." So he signed it right up and give it to her. So I had the reputation up there.
So one more question before we leave. So I know you bought some bars off of people. How does that usually work? I know we spoke about it off camera, but how does that work? And y'all both can attest to that. Like, if I buy in a bar, or you know, say I want to come buy your bar, or my bar is failing, how would that work for somebody to be like, all right, well, you know, how does that work? Even with the liquor license and all of that, like, how does that work?
Well, like I said, I had my attorney here, David Ittman. He handled all my paperwork and financial and whatever. He had money like I could go in this office any time of day or night. I was at the secretary, nobody walked right in. And there was another Jewish man that I dealt with. He was in real estate. He handled a lot of financial work. My accountant was in Mount Lebanon. He handled all my paperwork and everything. So, like I said, when I bought Bar McKee's out, the man didn't have nothing working. The roaches run up and down the bar and stuff like that. So they wrote everything down and took care of my financial work. So I didn't have to work about that.
Yeah, so it's just like any other real estate transaction. If you're buying it, you know, if you're trying to lease it, it's a different type of transaction. But if someone is selling you something, it's just that they're going to sell you. It's like anything else. If you get into finance, you got to get it appraised, all that, and it's just a real estate transaction, and the actual license is treated as real property.
Got you.
Yeah, so the actual license is treated like a building with bricks. You
Gotcha.
know? So it's just like a regular arm's length real estate transaction, and even the license, even the transfer of the license is like a real estate transaction.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, now, you know, licenses now, when I jumped in the game, Mr. Lunsford, licenses were going for between $30,000 and $40,000.
Right.
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 Now licenses are around $115,000 in Allegheny County, $115,000.
Yes.
So I could imagine in 1950s the licenses had to be
Like 6K. Probably like
$1,000. What was the license back then?
No, 25, 30,000 we used to pay.
Oh, okay. Even in the 50s.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Depends on the, like, you know, equipment. Like I told him, I wasn't buying no bar unless I was buying it. I wasn't leasing no bar.
yeah.
Got you. That's smart.
Yeah.
I said, let me buy the building and everything at one time. See, and that's what they did me, my attorneys.
So when you bought the building, was the building included in the $25,000, or that was just the license?
Oh, that's just a license.
Oh, wow.
The building was different because I sold Monterey Street Bar that, oh man, I keep forgetting the name. Come over and check my sidewalk and stuff.
Yeah.
They were complaining. We went to North Hills, and on Monterey Street, I had a lot. The building I bought from Roy Walker. There was a guy named David, what was his name? David. He had 3-4 payments, but he was alcoholic. Left on this bar. Richard Wicks.
Oh,
He
okay.
drove the
Yeah.
Canada Dry truck. He found him dead on the vehicle up there. He was working on the car
Yep.
up there with the other guy, Joe.
Yeah, yep. So was the lady who was bothering you down there, was that Boo Bash?
One of them.
That was one of them guys.
Yeah, one of them.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think I heard that name before.
And the mattress factory got on me
Yeah, they wanted you gone. Yeah, the mattress factory.
because
definitely
the
wanted
rich man that bought the K&S was trying to sell it back to me. I mean, to me. What was his name? I'm trying to think of his name.
So just for context, the places he's talking about is down in Central North Side, Mexican
Yeah, yeah.
War Street.
Yeah.
So that's one of the neighborhoods that have changed, like, you know, over the time where they basically, you know, was pushing him out, like, you know, complaining about the sound, like little stuff like that.
They want to nitpick because they want him out.
Yeah, because the neighborhood was changing. You asked about changing neighborhoods.
Yeah.
That's one of the neighborhoods that changed.
Yes.
That pushed people like him out. You know what I'm saying? It was just,
Business owners.
he didn't fit in at the time.
He didn't fit in with their future.
Yeah, with their
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have bought the block.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
listen, Mr. Lunsford, Jamie, this has been a pleasure. We appreciate you. This has been a long time coming. Trying to do this interview, Jamie. We appreciate you bringing him on here.
appreciate it, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, you wealth of knowledge. You did a lot in the community, and you know what I'm saying. We're very grateful to have you.
Yeah.
Very grateful for the imprint that you put in Pittsburgh and all over the world. You know what I mean? You served 2 tours,
Yes.
you
multiple
for your
wars.
service.
Thank you for your service for sure. So, you know, you have any last words for us?
Now, I want to thank you guys for having this meeting. I got a slight cold. I'm not talking too much. I got a slight cold. But I thank you And this is my people here.
Good brother.
Oh, yeah, it's my people.
LU's finest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So on that note, Jamie, we appreciate you
I appreciate you guys.
for sure. So Culture Content, 1/2 is some Chaz, and we out. Appreciate y'all.
Peace.
Holla.
Yeah. All right, thank you.